with our very special guest today, Logan. Logan, I don't know your last name. I'm sorry.
It's Howard.
Logan Howard.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Is the video up? I'm sorry. I'm still. This is all new. That I tried
It's work in progress.
Well, we're not on that group.
So, Logan, if I'm not mistaken, you have an AVM as well? Or did you have an AVM?
I did, yes. Yeah, I did.
How did you find out about it?
Mine ruptured, so I had an aneurysm actually.
Uh-huh. Do you know what caused it or how it happened? When it happened?
I was just born with a malformation in my brain, basically. So you don't really know about it until you know it actually like ruptures.
Okay. So like same with me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. She asked me about it. No.
Parents. Right.
Yeah,
to the story.
Oh no.
See, but how you remember it is different. Hey, Jerry.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
I don't know. It's not showing up on the chat. I don't know what the heck. I did all these things to mess with it, but oh well. We're on, and hopefully they'll come up. But if not, I have it pulled up over here. So Brandy,
if they come in. Wait, so you were born? Do you know what caused it to rupture? Because actually, Logan, I also had an AVM which ruptured. So basically the same exact situation.
Oh, did you? Cool.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was asking.
I don't know.
Like,
I was really just at a baseball game.
Okay, so yours was like mine, where you were.
Yeah, I don't know, just decided to pop one day, I guess.
Yeah. So you were playing baseball when it happened?
Yeah, I was in the middle of a baseball game.
Oh, whoa.
And so did it, like, you just instantly went down? Just so, because I know some of us know, but I know a lot of people don't know how it happened. If you're okay talking about it, because I know it's actually really...
Oh, no, yeah, it's good. No, so, I mean, it was like at the start of the baseball game, I kind of had like a headache, and it wasn't anything really. And then it was like in the middle of the game, I kind of just like, it was really bad, and then I just blacked out.
How long ago was this?
It will be 5 years in May.
5 years in May, wow.
That's just
crazy. How old were you when that happened?
I was 13.
So you're 18 now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So like in the past 5 years, well, one, I guess what I'm interested to hear is like, how did this AVM aneurysm rupture thing affect you? Like, did it affect you physically, cognitively? And then how has like the past 5 years gone? That's a big question, I know.
Yeah. I mean, it affected my left side physically, so my left side is a little weaker than my right. And then like emotionally, I don't really know. The first like 2 years were kind of bad, and then I kind of just got over my feeling sorry for myself phase.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Wait, so you said it affected you kind of physically, so like what kind, on your left side, which also...
And are you dominant? Are you left-hand dominant or right-hand dominant? Just because I think that's...
No, I'm right-handed, so okay. Yeah.
Oh, lucky. But anyway, so, like, did you have to learn how to use your left side again? Can you use your left side?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I can use it for...
How long were you...
I can use it as well as my right, but...
You can? Oh.
Yeah.
So Jerry's asking, how was your emotional state? I know you said like feeling bad for myself, but like for me, I dealt with depression. Did you have any sort of, or like no emotions? I know we're all kind of all over the place.
Like me, emotionless.
Yeah. I didn't really like have depression.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of occasionally I would feel sorry for myself, but for the most part, I was pretty happy.
That's great. At least, and that's like, I feel like, I don't know, at least for myself, like that was something that was hard to kind of overcome, especially like in those early stages in the very
Yeah.
beginning. Just feeling bad for myself, and kind of like what you were saying about
Hmm.
like, when you finally overcame that, then you saw yourself moving forward a lot more. And I think that attitude piece is
Yeah.
super important. Comes at different times for everyone.
Were there things that you did to try to get out of that, or was it like a team? Like your family noticing and.
Are you talking about me feeling bad for myself? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, like was it you wanting to change? Yeah.
It came with like talking about it and kind of like joking around with it, like with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just bringing like comedy into it.
Yeah. Something I was thinking about, like, as it happened to you so young when you were 13, like, what was the role of your support system? Like, who is your support system? Do you have, like, people helping you? Like, is your family and friends understanding with, like, your challenges and such?
So my support system was basically just my family. My
Mhm.
friends kind of like I had two friends that really stuck with me and like they're still with me now, but kind of the rest of them just like walked out on me and just like they started making fun of me, I guess, in a way.
Oh my god. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But, you don't need to have like, one thing at least that I've realized from going through this experience is you don't need, like, a ton of people in your life. You just need, like, a couple people who really care and, like, look out for you, whatnot, and that can be kind of, like, a hard thing to understand, I think. At
Yeah.
least for me it was, because you just want, like,
Yeah.
everyone to like you and to be friends with everyone, but you realize not everyone cares or is, like, looking out for you, which kinda sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tawny left. Um, wait, listen. Yeah, Tawny, you left the video, but maybe she'll come back in a second. Um, so your two friends, or you said you have like a couple of friends who have stuck with you throughout this. Like, can you talk a little bit about them and like you see them often still?
Yeah, I go to school. So like I had these two friends when I was playing baseball, like they were kind of my baseball teammates and I like grew up with them basically.
Mhm.
So I was going to the first high school I went to. I went with like all my old friends that I used to hang out with a lot that kind of started making fun of me. And then recently, like just last year, I changed schools to go with my friend that was on my baseball team.
Nice. Are you in high school right now?
Yeah, I'm in high school right now.
Senior year?
Yep.
All right, exciting. Congratulations, you're almost there. Do you have
Almost.
plans for after you finish high school?
Yeah, I'm planning on going to college in Minnesota.
In Minnes Which school in Minnesota?
It's called Martin Luther College. It's
Ooh,
just like a small little college. Yeah.
nice. That's so college is so much fun. So exciting. That's cool that you, like, already know where you're going. I
Yeah.
like thinking back to when I was applying to college and thinking to go, like, it was just so stressful, and for me, like, it took till I ended up getting into my top choice school, but it wasn't until, like, the springtime. So I remember feeling like all of my friends know where they're going, what they're doing, like, I'm the only one, which obviously isn't true and is just dumb, but
Yeah.
easy to feel that way. Wait, hang on. Get back in. Sorry, I was trying to read. Okay, I don't know why Tawny got kicked out, but hopefully she'll be able to figure it out and get back in. Um, so are you excited for college? Like, are you getting ready yet, or will it be on?
Uh, will it
Sorry,
be what, sorry?
are you like, will it be in person? Do you know that yet?
I think it should be in person, yeah.
Nice. Do you have much to do, like, to prepare, or it might be too early, I guess?
I mean, the admissions counselor is coming out in like a few weeks, I think. So then I'll have like everything set up for like the dorm and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Just hearing, like, just talking about, like, college and stuff makes me. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you're back.
Finally, oh my god.
I'm
I will show you video of what I was dealing with. I get that everyone's like, Tawny, just press the button. I swear to you, I'm tech savvy. I'm not that dumb. I
Yeah,
know
no,
how to
you
do
were.
it. It's literally the technology just hating me, and I don't know why. I can use it all week, and then when we have these important things, it doesn't want to use. But Logan, I can't believe that they were being mean to you. That just broke my heart. Like, I'm glad that you went to a different school to find other people, because the type of people who would be mean, like, and tease anybody.
You don't need them in your life, obviously. Um, I have another question because you're an AVM aneurysm rupture survivor, like both me and Tawny. Um, how, and you said that it affected you physically on your left side. Like, what was that like for you? Did you have to learn how to walk, or you said you can use your hands? Like, do you use your left arm much, or how does that work in your life?
I use it like a lot more now, and then like yeah, I had to relearn how to walk and everything.
How long did that
Do you
take, if I
wear
can ask?
To actually get to where I could walk, I think I was walking within like the first maybe month and a half while I was in rehab in the hospital.
Nice. And do you wear anything like an AFO, or?
I wear a little brace just when I'm walking around at school and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's called like a sabo step, so it just like
Oh,
has
yeah.
strings that go down to my yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Do you, sorry, I have to ask this because this is one of my goals that I'm working towards. Can you run?
I can run, yes.
You can. That's what I wanna, how did you get to the point where you were able to do that?
Really, I have no idea because it was kind of like I was walking and I was like grabbing my dad's shoulder one day, and then I kind of like was like, hold on, let me try this, and then it was just, oh, look, I'm running.
Wow. I love that though, like just try
Yeah,
it one day and then
yeah.
someday you surprise yourself.
Did you guys answer? Jerry asked how young you are now.
Oh no,
Okay, I just that
I'm
question.
18 now.
18. 18 years old.
18 years young. So
I
you're
love being 18. I'm just gonna throw that out there. 18 was a good year.
18 was fun. So you have no family history, right, of AVMs?
Nope, I'm the first one.
Okay, so you're like me, where they said that, I guess, like they said they thought I was just born with it, and nothing that I did caused it
Pretty
to rupture.
Mhm.
Yeah, they said that. I guess that's like 1 in 50.
Like
or
a
just,
fluke accident,
Yeah.
you know, a fluke.
Mhm.
that's wild. So can I ask, when was the last time you got scanned? Like, did you get cleared for? Do you have to go see every 2 years, every 5 years, every?
Yeah, pretty much. I had an MRI like maybe 2 months ago, I think.
Here's a question. Is your ABM still there? Or was it removed when you had the rupture?
No, I got mine removed after it ruptured.
Nice. So thankfully now you don't have that risk anymore.
Yeah.
That's good. It's awesome news. Um,
Wait, and you want to be in special, sorry, I'm like trying to read the comments too. You want to be in special education?
Yeah,
Is that what you're going to school for?
that is what I'm going to school for.
Ah. Do you want to be like a special education teacher?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
And you said that because your mom's in the field, correct?
I was like, so I was gonna do psychology originally, and then I was at the school that my mom works at, and I was shadowing her.
Uh-huh.
And then like I saw her working with like the special ed kids, and then it's kind of just like, oh hey, this seems nice.
Yes. I love that. Because that's how
Yeah,
I was. I was a psychology major. And then my friend was like, you like kids, you should just try this. And I just tried it and fell
yeah.
in love with them.
That's amazing.
It's really cool. It's cool also. I really love, I mean, it sucks that it had to happen so young, but to see you, like the fact that you can run, that you are going
Yeah,
to
it sounds like you're
college
doing very well.
is a big deal. It's
Yeah,
really inspiring.
deal.
Because I know,
What?
especially the college part,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
task.
Oh my God. I miss college. I wish I was going off to college next year.
You could, Maddie. You could be a
Again. Grad school, I guess.
grad school.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Nippon says what is your name? This is Logan. Sorry, I just spoke for you.
But
Said
that's
what?
what doesn't make sense is why those comments, so YouTube comments are coming through. And then do you see how all the comments, that's me on Facebook. So why are my comments coming through, but nobody else's are? That's why I was like,
Oh, so Nippon just commented through YouTube.
yeah.
Ah,
See how
okay.
you see the little YouTube little
Yeah,
thing?
you're so right. But then the Facebook, it's just yours. So I don't
Yeah.
know why.
But that's what makes no sense. You see Jerry's commenting on Facebook, like people are asking questions.
Oh,
Why
really?
is it not showing up here? So
I
I'm
didn't
reading.
see that.
Not to worry. I'm looking over there and asking.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that we can ask.
What, Logan, you said it's going to be 5 years in May, right? What could you say
Right. Yeah.
is one of the biggest, either like lessons you've learned in the past 5 years or just takeaways from this recovery experience for you?
Lessons that I've learned.
Sure, yeah.
Um,
Insights that you can share with other survivors.
I mean, I mean, there's a lot. I don't know. I think the biggest would be like when you're first starting off, that things aren't gonna happen like instantly, and like you have to keep working at it
Mhm.
because like it's not gonna just happen overnight, and you're not gonna just wake up and be better one day. Because that's what I was always hoping for, is I just wake up and be fine.
Me too. I remember, especially in the beginning, I like wake up in the hospital, like, oh, I just want to be better, but like I also don't want to do what is required of me to get better. Like I just want to wake up and have everything be back to normal and like, living my life. But you quickly learn that that's not the case, and that's not going to happen.
Everything's gonna be hard
Mhm.
work.
Unfortunately.
So yes, someone said 18, you are rocking this. You are wise beyond your years. I would definitely say when you have, a life-changing thing happen so young, I feel like that's one thing with all of us survivors. It like doesn't matter what age we are. I feel like when we connect and talk, a lot of times there's those awesome things like that. Like I wish, I'm glad you asked that because I was gonna say, what would you say to yourself if you could go back? Like one thing, like
Ooh.
because I always I'm like I really wish I would have listened to everyone and rested and not been so hard on myself. Like I spent
Right.
so much time beating myself up about needing naps and doing stuff. Is there another thing you would tell young Logan?
Young Logan.
Really just to like not worry about what people are like saying about you
Ooh.
and like
Yeah,
kind of just let it go.
that's a good one. I like that. And that's like, I don't know, for me, that was like kind of hard to not care or not to
Yeah.
I would say for me, it was like the whole comparison thing. Like I would see, because I had my stroke right out the week after I graduated college, and then I was, I would compare myself to like my peers, like all my friends who were like moving into the city and like starting full time jobs, and like I'm in rehab every day, like learning how to walk. Like I'm not doing the things that a girl my age should be doing or what I thought should be doing, And so, like, for me, that was a hard thing to, like, stop comparing myself to other people and learning that, like, every journey is unique and different. And, like, my path maybe is just different than my friends or, like, my peers, and that's okay.
I think you put it perfectly.
Yeah.
It's really hard, though, to not compare yourself. I feel like that's our natural inclination. It's just you see someone else or even like I find myself sometimes doing that like within this stroke and brain injury community, like comparing my injuries to or like someone that I met in rehab and like seeing I don't know, like
They're
similarities that we have and stuff, which can have its pros and its cons. I don't know. So
totally.
I'm just like rambling now.
No, I feel all of that. I was like, Maddie, yeah. So I'm still dealing with that, Logan. Like, I love that you're like, I, I feel like in one hand I'm really good at it, but a lot of times that is really where I struggle, and I have the hardest part is the, people your own age, like they're
Right.
at this, and I feel like I'm back to like a teenager, and all my friends like adulted, and I'm still like, woo, we're
I'm still a teenager. 17 again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really glad that we have our Kyle doing those brain bars, because what I like is it's not pairing our progress. It's more like I always get uplifted and be like, wow, look at all these awesome people in our
Right.
community, like Maddie writing books, like we're going to like hearing you go to college made me like mad that I let my guidance counselor tell me like you can't do this. Like I was like, why did I listen to her? Like what? You don't listen to anybody.
Yeah.
And this is Logan. Logan is our guest.
Ooh, it's kind of like glitching, or I don't know what's happening with the video.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So, what do you do for fun these days, Logan?
Um,
How do you like?
lately, late. I'm really busy with school most of the time,
Uh-huh.
just
So
like
that
studying and like getting my homework done and stuff.
nice. Homework
Yeah,
is important.
but yeah, it is. I started baseball practice recently, so I've been
Oh,
doing that.
oh, great. So you're on like a team at your high school? Or wait, you totally mentioned that before.
Yeah, I'm on the high school team. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know what's happening. Tawny is not in here anymore, but she's making comments. So yes, good to prioritize school. Definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I always loved school. And like it would be nice to go back, I think. I just don't know what I would study if I were to go back. I guess I could go to like a grad school, but fine for now. After your aneurysm rupture, like did you take time off of school, or like how long until you started back?
So basically, I had my aneurysm when I was in 7th grade, like at the end, right before summer.
Uh-huh.
So I got out of the hospital in like the end of the summer, and then like 8th grade, I kind of tried to go back, but it didn't really work out. So I kind of just ended up like sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Which
I
were you
basically
asking
just like
for?
skipped all of 8th grade.
But you managed to do it, 8th grade.
What was that?
You managed to get through 8th grade.
Yeah, I was probably going like 2 days a week. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I feel like it's really hard sometimes to know, or like to have an understanding of fatigue, how it affects you, and like cognitively, you know. Was that like a challenge for you?
Yeah.
Or like building up a cognitive endurance?
It was, yeah, for the like beginning while I was in 8th grade, it was pretty hard. And like freshman year, it was still kind of hard, but
Yeah.
these past few
But
years have
more
been
with
getting it a
practice.
lot better.
Definitely. That's one thing I've learned for myself as well. It gets easier, and it's kind of like the
Yeah.
more, at least for me, I've noticed that the more that I challenge myself and put myself in situations that test my endurance, I find out what I can handle, what my limits are, you know, what I can do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony says yes, but it's super hard to regulate being an 8th grader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those first years were definitely pretty tough.
But it does get easier, like you said.
It does. Yeah.
Great. I would say, does anyone have any questions? But I don't know how I'm going to see them since we are only seeing certain comments. I don't know. Tawny, does anyone have any questions? There you go.
So sorry.
The learning process.
Yeah, because I was listening the whole time. I have another device up. I was like, good heavens. Dang it, I just lost my question. It'll come to me. So did your school help like work with you about, I know you said you only went back for 2 days. So like did teachers, were they, super understanding and help with, assignments and stuff like that?
In 8th grade, they they really were not, because it was kind of partially like my family's fault, because we didn't really know like how to deal with it and like what we
Right.
wanted like my education to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't really figure that out until about like junior year.
Okay. Do you have any
Yeah.
tips for someone who, I mean, I know that's why most people are so much older. They don't have to re-go through school or do those things, but
Yeah.
are there any tips that you learned?
Yeah, for a young person going in school.
I would say don't be like myself, and if you actually are struggling on something, don't be afraid to ask for help, because it doesn't matter. You're not going to look weird for like saying you can't do something. Because I was always afraid of being like, oh, I can't do this. I can't process it that fast. So
Mhm.
can we like slow it down a little bit? Because I didn't want people to start laughing at me. But
Right, or think like you're dumb or whatever.
yeah.
I think that's still super important. I still struggle with that. I feel like I don't say things a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, one thing for me is I struggle with the whole, like, I don't want to look dumb, and, like, I do that, like, a lot, like, in work and stuff. Like, my bosses are always telling me, like, "Oh, yeah, like, if you don't understand or, like, you know, we need to go over something, like, just let me know," whatever. So I've been trying to get better about, like, saying communicating with just everyone in my life. Like, when there's something that I don't get or I need help with, like, to just ask for it, and that's been, I guess, probably one of the bigger things because I always hated asking for help. Like, I don't, and I feel like now, even just like after having had the stroke, that, how do I say this? I almost feel pressure, like I have to be better than ever, like better than what others expect of me. Like, I feel like I constantly just need to be exceeding everyone's expectations, and that's like a hard thing, I think, for me to
Hmm.
deal with, is like having such high expectations and then being like I feeling like I have to do so much more, be so much better than everyone else just to be like treated at the same level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Like you said, like if I don't understand something, I will seriously try to find the answers every other way before I ask.
Mhm.
Like I don't understand it. Like
Yeah.
Right.
and I'm learning. I'm like, why did you spend a whole hour when you could have just? And I'm like, because I don't want to look dumb, and I don't want someone to think,
Right,
oh,
'cause it kind of feels like defeat, right? Like when you
Yeah.
ask
Mhm.
someone for help. I don't know. I'm still not the best at that, but I'm trying really hard.
give us tips if you find any.
I will. I don't know.
Oh, and then is it Salud? I can't.
Salute. Yeah.
Okay, I have to make sure I'm saying it right. I was a home hospital teacher, and when a student had a health issue, I went to the student's home to teach the full curriculum. That's amazing.
Wow.
The dedicate, like,
Mhm.
Salute is incredible
yeah,
too.
amazing.
Wow. That is commitment right there. That's great. So cool to hear that, people will go above and beyond, because it really means so much when there's someone in your life who will go that extra mile to help you, and just like to know that there's someone there looking out for you who will help you when you need it. Really, I feel like makes all the difference in a recovery.
100%. I think something good with caretakers is sometimes like I'm gonna mess up how to say it, but basically, like even if you don't believe in yourself, if somebody else super believes in you, like you can borrow their belief in you. Like if everybody else like you got
Right.
this, like, even if you don't feel like you do, if you have a whole bunch of cheerleaders cheering you on, like
Kind of
eventually,
right off.
yeah. So that's why I like these things. The community. Very much.
And I feel like every time we have these conversations, every time we do an interview, like I learn something, and well, I hope it helps everyone else who's watching and listening, but it definitely helps me to like talk with other people.
Yeah.
And hearing Logan say those things that I say to myself, I'm like, okay, come on.
You're not the only one.
It's mandated by California to provide education. I did spend extra time outside the mandated time. That's how you know true teachers. I feel like that's all the time. You're like, I used to say, I'm like, I get paid in hugs. I get paid in the once in a while when I get a good hug. I'm like, it is worth all of this. It's worth all of the things. And, that's so awesome. I can't wait to see all the kids you can help and where you go with.
Wait, so when do you start school?
When do I start school? Like
Yeah,
college?
like college.
I think the semester starts in September,
In
I
September?
believe. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone else who's going there?
Yeah, so my best friend that actually was on my baseball team, he's gonna be my roommate in college. So
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Nice. Ideal.
that helps.
Well, that'll be so fun.
much.
And it'll be nice
Yeah.
to have at least one other friend going into it, and then you guys can meet a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Having that one friend makes all the
Mhm.
difference. A little safety net. Should we take a picture so we have a good picture
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
YouTube?
so.
Because I don't want to forget.
Well, I'll take one too.
Okay.
I tried to take one earlier, but I think a more posed one. All right, hang on. All right, smile. All right, I believe.
Peace.
All right, yeah, I got it.
Always throw the peace sign up.
Oh, that's a good one. That's cute.
Yay!
All right.
You're so sweet. Did anybody have a question? Because I know that they're not coming up, but I am reading them. So if you guys have a question,
Any last minute questions for Logan before we?
because I know it is a Friday night, so I do appreciate you chatting with us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lit Friday evening.
Maddie, like, ooh, quarantine. I know it's like, oh, well, let me cancel those plans that I did not.
Yeah, no, lit Friday evening and a dry January. So,
How are you doing with that?
Oh, I'm doing it. It's happening. It's happening, but I don't. It might stop next weekend.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can respect it. I'm proud of you for anybody who does any sort of commitment right now with everything going on. I just feel like it's hard to commit to like anything, so you're awesome.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far so good. But yeah, okay. I can send you guys a picture. I think I got a good one.
Yay. Logan, any last little things? Or I mean, we're gonna do a follow-up.
For sure.
All right.
See where you're at in college. You can take us to college.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh god, just kidding. Don't worry, I will just show up.
He's like, who the fuck are these?
I'll teach you good things. I'm just kidding. Your mom's not there. You're good. You're still young.
No, I'm so
Maybe
sorry.
he's heard bad words. He's 18. He's allowed to go to movie theaters.
Oh my gosh. All right.
That
Well,
was hilarious. Okay.
good times, everyone. Thank you, Logan. This has been a pleasure
Thank you.
getting to meet you, chatting, and yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you too.
catch up with you in college.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Getting off easy.
Bye.